Greetings everyone! In this video I will present all the new features of SpeechNote 4.6 release. SpeechNote is a Linux desktop application that lets you take, read, and translate notes in multiple languages. It uses speech-to-text, text-to-speech, and machine translation to do so. Text and voice processing take place entirely offline, locally on your computer, without using a network connection, so your privacy is always respected. SpeechNote 4.6 release comes with much quicker speech-to-text without GPU acceleration, automatic language detection, control tags for advanced text-to-speech processing, improved translator user interface, and many new models. Alright, let's get started. Models that provide multiple submodels, for example TTS models that provide different voices, are shown in groups. This makes it easier to find models in the model browser. The name of the all Whisper models has been changed to Whisper CPP to better reflect the engine behind them. Whisper is currently supported by the Whisper CPP and faster Whisper engines. Both engines are optimized to achieve the best performance. Separate settings for engines. The configuration of each engine has been separated in the settings. You can separately set the parameters for Whisper CPP, faster Whisper, Koki, and Whisper Speech. This includes separate settings for enabling hardware acceleration. As a reminder, hardware acceleration is not enabled by default. To use it, you need to separately enable it in the settings of each engine. Moreover, new configuration parameters have been added to the speech-to-text settings. These new parameters are number of simultaneous threads, beam search width, audio context size, and use flash attention. The default settings have been chosen to achieve the shortest STT decoding time, which may result in slightly worse accuracy in some cases. If you notice a deterioration in accuracy, change the decoding parameters in the settings. Quicker decoding with Whisper CPP. Optimization for short sentences has been added to Whisper CPP engine. With it, the speed of speech-to-text decoding has doubled. The increase in speech is significant, especially if you don't use GPU acceleration. Support for OpenVINO hardware acceleration in Whisper CPP. OpenVINO is an open-source software toolkit for optimizing and deploying deep learning models. With OpenVINO, speech-to-text decoding is much quicker. If you are not using GPU acceleration, it is recommended to enable OpenVINO in Whisper CPP engine settings. Currently, OpenVINO is enabled only for CPU acceleration, both AMD and Intel. Special option for inserting processing statistics in speech-to-text. When this option is enabled, after speech-to-text decoding, processing related information, such as processing time, audio length, is added to the text. This can be useful for comparing the performance of different models, engines, and their parameters. Automatic language detection in speech-to-text. Until now, STT models were only available for a specific language, which meant you had to know what language the speech you wanted to convert to text was in. Now you can use models that automatically detect the language. To automatically detect the language during STT, select one of the models that is in the auto-detected category in the language list. Speech-to-text with auto-detected models are slower than models with a defined language. So if you know the language, it is recommended to use models for a specific language.
SpeechNote is a Linux desktop application that lets you take, read, and SpeechNote è un'applicazione desktop per Linux che consente di prendere, leggere SpeechNote, birden fazla dilde not almanızı, okumanızı ve çevirmenizi sağlayan bir Linux masa.
Control tags for advanced TTS processing. Control tags allow you to dynamically change the speed of synthesized text or add silence between sentences. To use control tags, insert speed or silence tag in curly braces into the text. To learn more about control tags, go to text-to-speech, use control tags in the settings.
I say this sentence at normal speed. I speak much faster now. Now 2 seconds of silence. At the end, I speak very slowly.
For convenience, you can also insert predefined control tags using text context menu. Insert control tag. Welsh language is now supported. New language is enabled with text-to-speech Piper voice.
Mae Spech Not yn gymhwysiad bwrdd gwaith Linux sy'n caniatáu i chi gymryd, darllen a chyfieithu nodiadau mewn sawl iaith.
New Piper voices have been added for Spanish, Italian, and English. Also, Slovak language has a new RH voice. Improved translator user interface. The Translate, switch languages and add buttons have been placed between text areas, which is more convenient for use. Support for older hardware and translator. Until now, the translator did not work on older processors without CPU of VX extension. Now there is no such restriction anymore. New translator models have been added. Models for English to Lithuanian, Croatian to English, Latvian to English, Danish to English, Serbian to English, Slovak to English, Bosnian to English, and Vietnamese to English. Several other models have also been updated. Other changes include user interface fixes and updates to underlying libraries such as Whisper CP and Translate 2. Thanks to an amazing community member, SpeechNote user interface has also been translated into Norwegian. These are all the changes that came in the new version. If you want to find more details, check the changelog inside an application or SpeechNote project website on GitLab or GitHub. Thank you for using SpeechNote. That's all for now, and see you when the next version is released.